So good morning. In the previous class, we are discussing about component bar diagrams and multiple bar diagrams. We have completed, and we also have introduced regarding the this. Next is deviation bar diagrams. Deviation bar diagram. Bar diagram is useful for the graphical representation of like profit, loss, income, expenditure. So net gain, net loss. In such cases, this is very much useful. So, and to the positive here, whenever there is you find positive and negative values, in the sense profit may be positive, in the sense positive. So positive in the sense profit is taken as positive, and uh, loss is taken as negative. Similarly, imports exports, positive and negative values will be taken. So positive values will be taken above the in the bilateral diagram. So diagram heading is deviation bars, actually deviation bars. So in the deviation bars, the positive and negative values are considered. Wherever there is a possibility of positive and negative, like profit, loss, import, exports, similar things. So positive values are taken above the baseline, and negative values are taken below the baseline accordingly. So at the center it would be 0. So let us take up an example for that. This is example for that. So for the following data, for the data, prepare a suitable diagram showing balance trade. So this is actually the question. So next step is you have to make the balance of trade in million. So one more, this is the question. You have to make one more column, that is balance trade. Balance trade. Balance trade should be, so 24, this minus this is positive. That is 24 minus 9 equal to 24 minus 9 equal to 15, and 115 92 is so 23 na, so 23 115 minus 92 equal to 23, no, yes 23. So next is 84 minus 92. See here, this is greater than this, so this is negative, so this is minus 8, so minus 8, and this is 110 minus 120 equal to minus 10, and 130 minus 83, so minus 130 minus 183, that gives you minus 53, and 162 minus 187, 162 minus 187 equal to minus 25, minus 25. So this is the column you have to prepare for this such diagram, deviation diagrams, and you have to consider this on x-axis and only this only. That is a balance trade is 15, 23, minus 8, minus 10, minus 53, and minus 25. So this is, take it this y-axis and take it this x-axis. So make a baseline for that. For that, just draw on the baseline, that is x-axis, and on the vertical line. Here put it 0. Now you find here minus and positive and negative values. So on both sides, the in the negative side the minus 50 is the maximum value in the big value. Big value means it's actually negatively big value. This is positive big value is 23. So to cover these 2 points, you have to put scale here. Say let us take it 10, 20. Say 10, 20, 30. This is enough. Here 10, 20. This is a minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40, minus 50, and she say minus 60. So this is a baseline. Now the positive values will be taken above this baseline. This is called baseline. X-axis is called baseline. 0 is here, the increasing values and decreasing values. Now here you have to take this 94, 95. 94, this is 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, and 99. Now it's a simple bar diagram. Bar diagram is 15. This is 15 positive side. So somewhere here. The other things should be the same. Means what are the other things? All the uh, these diagrams, all the bars should be taken on the same baseline, and the size of each vertical bar should be the same, and spacing should be also the same. That is a condition that you have to satisfy. So this is for 1994. For 95 you again positive 23 somewhere here 23. Assume that this size and this size is the same and spacing also same, because manually I am handling now. So this is 23, this is 15, this is 23. The next is minus 8. Minus 8 is so negative value for this. So negative 8 means somewhere here. So it should be less than 10. So this is minus 8. See 96. For the 97, minus 10 is again here. 97 somewhere here. This is minus 10. Little more. So this should be more than, bigger than this. So this is 97. This is value is minus 10, and next is minus 53. So minus 53 somewhere here for the 98. This is minus 53, and for 90, minus 25. Minus 25 is somewhere here. Minus 25. So this is the way of drawing the deviation bars. Next is so one dimension is completed. Next is two-dimensional diagrams. So two-dimensional in the see in one-dimensional diagram we are considering only one character, that is length or breadth. So we are arbitrarily taking the size size in the sense size of the bars, height also arbitrary, there is no restriction. But in the two-dimensional diagram it is also called as area diagram. We are considering both here the length and breadth. So here both are considered. Thus the area of the bars represents the given data. See in one dimensional diagram we are taking only like this. It may be like this or this size. We have no restriction at all. Spacing also arbitrary. but in a two-dimensional diagram it is not so. Actually this height and breadth, this height and breadth are considered here, so this is a area diagram. This is the main difference between one dimensional and two dimensional diagram. Two dimensional diagrams are also known as surface diagrams or area diagram. Now commonly used two dimensional diagrams are two dimensional diagrams. One dimension means only one line like this. Two dimensional means upward and this. So ಈಗ ನೀವು ರೂಮೇ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ ನೆಲ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಟೂ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಹಾಲ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ತ್ರೀ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಒನ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಲು ಹೀಗೆ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಟೂ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್, ಲೆಂತ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬ್ರೆಡ್ತ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ನೌ this into this, as you know, the area of a rectangle equal to length into breadth. Length into breadth equal to the area. Same principle is here. So this is the length, this is the breadth, so it gives the area of this area of this place, so area of this hall. So this is also that is why this is also called as area diagram, or also called as, it being the surface, no, so surface diagram. So board is also a two dimension because one line is here, one line is here. So this is, so we can find out the area of, you know, this length of this and height of this, you can find out the area of this. So this is the area diagram. This is the two dimensional. Some of the diagrams are rectangles, squares, circles and angular. So we are only consider only few of them. So one is rectangle, there are one is rectangle, second is squares, circles, squares, third is circle, and fourth is pie chart or angular diagrams. Angular or pie diagram. And the name itself says rectangle means this size. This is the rectangle. So length, whenever the length and breadth are different size, different this magnitude, then it is called a rectangle. But if length equal to this length equal to breadth, then it becomes a square. So this is a square now. This equal to this, then length equal to breadth. If it is length equal to breadth, then it is a square. Circle, you know, already you know that. And angular is also an angle like this, or that is called as pie diagram. Like this we are taking like this. So let us take up one by one. First is rectangle. As the rectangle name says that it has one is rectangle diagram. As the name itself says that rectangle, whenever you have length and breadth is called rectangle. So rectangle two dimensional diagram because it is based on the area principle. Area principle means, as I said, length and breadth, it is a area principle. Here we have breadth and length. Just like bar or rectangles, you bar diagram, whatever the consultation will be taken in the bar diagrams, here also we have to take the same consultation. But also apart from that, the rectangles are placed side by side with a proper and equal spacing being between different rectangles. Rectangles diagrams are modified form of bar diagrams, and they give more detailed information than bar diagrams. See, in the like subdivided bar, we have also subdivided the rectangle for depicting the total and break up into various components. Likewise percentage. So what you do in what you done in the one dimensional diagram, see, component bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, in the here also we take all those things. So component bar diagram, we have made one bar and different compartments have made. Also similarly the percentage diagram, total converted into percentage wise, that diagram also here we are using. So all are using here like bar diagrams. Take up an example, it becomes clear. An example, prepare rectangular diagram from the following particulars relating to the production of a commodity in a factory. Example number 5. This is rectangle diagram. Prepare a rectangular diagram from the following particulars relating to the production of a commodity in a factory. So units produced equal to 1000, and cost of raw material, these are the cost of raw materials. Cost of raw material equal to rupees 5000, and direct expenses 2000, direct expenses, this is 2000, and indirect expenses again 1000, indirect expenses 1000, and the miscellaneous of the profit is 1000, profit is 1000. These are the values are given. We have to draw a rectangular bar diagram. So for that you have to, this is the question. So for this you have to make some modification. So for this find the total now. According to the area, it should be area, total area. So this is total is 5000. Solution for this, we will for cost material expenses for the profits per given rate. This is, see here given units produced 1000 here. These units 1000, and the cost in the different, so direct cost to indirect cost to and cost of raw materials, all these together this, so have to convert it. So for what is the price of each material, so for the 1000 materials or articles, the cost of raw material is 5000. So for one, so for that you have to make one adjustment, that is, so cost of raw material per unit, cost of raw material per unit. For this what we have to do is, so this is so 1000 units are there, so 5000, this is 5000 divided by 1000 equal to 5. This is 2000 divided by 1000 divided by so equal to 2, and this is 1000 divided by 1000 equal to 1, and this is 1000 divided by again 1000 divided by 1000 equal to 1. This is the modification you have to make in the rectangular diagram. 5211, 5211, right. Now draw the, as usual, so component bar diagram or multiple bar diagram, like you can now component bar diagram say. So again x-axis and y-axis like this for line here. So here take up these points. So again you have to consider this point. This is 5, 2, 1, 1. Only these two you have converted into area now. So this per unit area 1 is there, 5 units. This is 1, 1, 2, 2, 5. Here cost and profit. Here cost and profit. Here the units produced. Units produced. So units are produced. So 1000 expenditure like this. So maximum is 5. So maximum enough. So say here 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 and 6. Now first is the 5 units. Sorry. Total is 9 no. 5 plus 2 plus so 7 plus 1 plus this is 9. So we need total one bar. So 9 we want. This is units produced. Here 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Here 9 say. So total 9 we need. So first is 5. 5 is for cost of raw material. 5 units. 1 to 5 units here. So put first what you have to do is you have to take total is 9. Put one draw one vertical bar having 9 by 1 unit. This is 1. This is 9. Now different components accordingly this. So for the cost and raw material the unit is 5. So up to 5 this is 1 cost of raw material, cost of raw material. Next is only 2. So here 1, here 2. To avoid confusion you can do like this also. So this is cumulative value. Cumulative value is 5. This is 7. This is 8. This is 9. So second is 7 up to 7. Here you have to make one line. And next is 8 and 9. Next is again 1. This is 8. This is 9. So this is different shades. Say like this. This is 2. 2 is direct expense. Direct expense. This is indirect expense. Say this one say indirect expense. Indirect expense. And this is profit. This is the way of drawing the this two-dimensional diagram. Next is similar example. So percentage bar diagram. Percentage. So convert here also as earlier in the one dimension what you have done the bar diagram. Here also you have to convert the given values into percentage, and then as normally what you have done in the one dimensional diagram, here also you have to draw the vertical bars as percentage bar diagram. Rest are the same. Quickly I will see this. The example is this. The following data let the monthly expenditure in rupees of two families. So expenditure is given, items of expenditure. So example number 6, items of expenditure, and this is expenditure. This is for family A or family B in rupees expenditure. This is for family A and family B. Family B. This is the expenditure. Item of expenditure. What are those? Food, clothing, rent. Food, clothing, rent, light and fuel. Light and fuel. Next is miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. These are the two columns. The values are like this, or in rupees 16,000, 8,000, 16,000, 8,000, 8,000, 6,000, 2,000, 6,000, 2,000, and 8,000. Total is 40,000. Here family B is 12,000, 6,000, 12,000, 6,000, 5,000, 1,000, and 6,000. This is 30,000. This is 40,000. Check that. This is the question. So, what is the question here? Represent the above data by suitable percentage diagram. So, again you have to, as earlier, you have to again convert these values into percentage. Total is 40,000 and this is 40,000 and 30,000. Now convert these values. So for family and family B, conversion factor. So convert the given figures into percentage. So directly I am starting these values, but you have to convert in the actually you have to convert this values. So total is 40,000. So this is for family A conversion, percentage conversion, conversion. This is for family A and for family B. Family B, here percentage and again two column here as earlier. This is percentage and cumulative percentage. Cumulative percentage, cumulative percentage. How to do the percentage for family A? 16 divided by 40. So 16,000 divided by 40,000. 16,000 ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? 16,000 divided by 40,000. 40,000 multiplied by 100 is equal to 1,000 cancels. This becomes actually I have made in the computer, so figures have not actually printed. So you have to take these values. This also actually the printout it is actually missing. Okay, I will manually have to draw. This is second is 8,000 divided by 40,000 multiplied by 100. That is equal to cancel. So these two so 1 upon 5 is equal to 20%. And next is 6,000 divided by 6,000 divided by 40,000 multiplied by 100 equal to 1,000 cancel. So 6 divided by 40 roughly multiplied by 100. So 600 divided by 40. So 4 cancels. So 60 divided by 4. 2 3 so this is this is equal to 15. Again 2000 divided by next is 2000 divided by 40,000 multiplied by 100 equal to 1 upon this becomes 1000 cancelled. So this is 1%. ಆಗುತ್ತಾ 2 divided by 20 divided by 100, it's equal to this cancels, this is equal to 10%. And the rest similarly do others, so you get the total, then the cumulative, this, and next is this plus 20, and this plus 15, this plus 15, and this plus this plus 10, like that. It should be 100 here, and draw the diagram like this. bar diagram ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೋ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸು ಇರಲಿ. ಹೀಗೆ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಇಷ್ಟೇ. ದಿಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 40,000 ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಬೈ 100. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಹಾಗೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ the for the family is 30,000, so 12,000, this is 12,000 divided by 30,000 multiplied by 100. This is 6,000 divided by 30,000 multiplied by 100. Next is 5,000 divided by 30,000 multiplied by 100. Similarly, do this, take the cumulative values and draw the diagram. This is simple. We have to go fast because exam is already announced by February 1st week. So before that we have to complete still 2 more chapters. They are very big chapters and very important also. Definitely you are getting the questions from that, around 40 to 50 marks questions from the next 2 chapters. They are very important. Have to put more concentrate on that, so I am going fast. Do as so you can do this. This is easy because as in the one dimensional diagram also we have done the same percentage bar diagram. Similarly we have to do the bar diagram also like this. So take baseline, this x-axis and y-axis. Take here family A and family B, family A, and here family B, and take first 100%, here 100, this is 50, say this is 50, this is 75, this is 25. Now like so 2 bars. First we have to do, what we have to do is, first you have to put one full 100%, one vertical bar. Then you have to divide according to this percentage value. This you have to cumulative values, take the cumulative values and draw accordingly like this. Food, clothing, rent, light, and rest is miscellaneous, and shade with the different marks like this, like the different marks. So different mark, these are the 2 diagrams, similar to equal bars, equal size. This should be the breadth should be the same, and spacing also should be the same. Again different here also, this is 100, this is 100, and then you have to subdivide. This is a rectangle, percentage rectangle diagram. Then let us take up in the next class one more example on that, and shift to next square diagram.